Hi guys, we're continuing with corals. So yeah, we just finished one section, and we're on the soft coral section. Soft corals are a nebulous group of diverse species, like the leather corals. They lack a calcareous skeleton. Instead, they secrete calcium spicules that aid in supporting their substantial weight and maintaining their shape when inflated. And these corals differ from leathers in that their skin is not as tough and they appear to be more delicate. Depending on the species, soft corals can be found from lagoons and silted reef flats to shadowy depths and caves. Some even inhabit the reef crest. As would be apparent from such a variety of habitats, many species are hardy and easy to care for, while others are more difficult to keep successfully. So they're more delicate. So cold corals, the single central stalk. Cold coral is a popular soft coral that branches upward from a common base. Well-tufted polyps extend from the ends, giving it a very fluffy appearance. Despite their availability, there is comparatively little information about cold corals, including the basis for their name. Especially in terms of identification. They can be sliced and attached to other bases as an easy method of propagation. These corals will grow rapidly in almost all conditions and are recommended as excellent starter corals. Most of the cold corals are brown, pink, or gray. This looks like a peachy color. The scientific name, Cladiella chair-tip. Cold corals produce copious amounts of mucus, especially when first introduced into a new tank. The mucus appears to be particularly damaging to SPS corals, so placement downstream is highly recommended. Lighting needs 2 to 8. Water flow low to high. Aggressiveness medium. Difficulty of care 2. Carnation corals. The carnation corals are a large group of brightly colored soft corals that are exclusively aromatic or lacking zooxanthellae. Correspondingly, most are found predominantly under ledges and in caves with slow current and dim light. However, many are also found in full light, leading to some confusion about the actual lighting requirements of this coral. Because light is not required, it may be best to avoid possible UV burning of their tissue by placing them in a shaded area of the tank. Carnations are spectacular and beautiful corals when fully expanded, but are one of the most difficult soft corals to keep in captivity. They require regular feedings of small particulate food such as baby brine shrimp. For an unknown reason, they're quite unsuccessful when hair algae is present in the aquarium. It is likely that a harmful chemical substance is released by the algae. Lighting 1 to 4, water L2M, aggressive L, difficulty 9. So ahermatypic, which means lacking zooxanthellae. This is red carnation or strawberry. Name Dendroneftia rubeola. Quite beautiful, bright pink. Looks like flowers. Gold carnation. Gold carnation is the typical specimen with fluffier groups of polyps. Other carnations usually have a more stalked appearance. Name Dendroneftia aurea. Note there are several other beautiful carnation corals available in the aquarium trade. They have not all been presented because typically they do not fare well in home aquariums. They are one of the most difficult corals to keep in captivity. So these are peachy color. Carnation corals, this is pink. The species may be tempting to purchase because of its glorious appearance. But most carnations have a notoriously poor record of survival. Dendroneftia. I'm not getting it. Hold on. So it's pinkish, lavenderish with white, very beautiful colors and the shade. Okay, that's that. What is going on? Okay, there we go. So pink carnation. There's some light yellowish tints as well in the colors. They are like fluffy. It looks like broccoli, the shape. So that's one of the lovelier ones we've seen, as well as that one. The carnations, very beautiful. Kenya tree. Although appearing fluffy, the Kenya tree has more pronounced branching than the similar coats. It is also less soft to the touch. Campanella is the name. Lighting 2 to 6, water L to M, aggressiveness M, difficulty 5. So it's more branched and it's fluffy. Multiple main stalks originating from the base, unlike the colt, it says. Pink color, whitish, multiple base. Tree coral, African tree or branch. Tree corals are branching species that have a pronounced trunk, branches, and leaf-like polyps. They're often brightly colored and sold as leather corals. Frequently, although this isn't correct, Lithophyton arboreum. Lighting is 2 to 6, water is medium, aggressive LM, and difficulty is 5. Neon green tree, bush, Nephtia, or tree. Neon green tree is a beautiful antler-like a soft coral part of the large Nephtia genus. Some species do not ship well and may not acclimate easily to a new tank. Once established, they should be quite hardy, will grow rapidly. This commonly available green species is reported to prefer moderate lighting. Nephtia, name, lighting 2 to 6, water M, aggressive LM, and difficulty 6. It says there is no central stalk. Okay. Next is Medusa, sphincter or Christmas tree, named Spirella crumpli. Medusa coral is unique because of its marked retraction during the night to a condition not unlike some anemones. During the day, this tan to brown coral unfolds its polyped branches like the snake locks of a Medusa. It sends out tendrils that serve to root it in place on the substrate, so it should not be placed on live rock. Lighting 2 to 5, water L2M, aggressive L, difficulty 5. It says, the shape of the closed medusa shows why many people call this sphincter coral. It's like a round. It is ahermatypic. Despite its coloration, must be fed. It also requires a sand or rubble base. To thrive. Next, finger corals. Finger corals, while resembling some tree corals, generally have a more antler-like growth pattern. They are all from the genus Sinularia. This is a large and diverse group of corals, especially in terms of color. However, they can be distinguished from the tree corals in all the branches arising from a very prominent and heavy base. Often mistakenly sold as finger, leather, or colt corals, they differ from colt in having less feathery array of polyps. Finger corals tolerate almost all tank conditions but become fully open in bright light and will extend flower-like polyps along their length. All species grow quite rapidly and are easily cut and transposed to form new growths. They are excellent corals for beginners. Lighting 2 to 9, water MH, aggressive M, difficulty 2. Green finger. Named Sinularia, the finger corals have a central stalk like cold corals and polyps similar to tree corals. It's a little more fuzzy than the previous one. Also has a thick base. Kind of a limeish yellow tint, lime color tint. Pretty cool looking. Next is mauve finger. Sinularia named. It's the same general idea, but in pinkish color, light mauve. And the following is purple, name also Sinularia. The purple finger coral has a distinct, colorful, berry-like skin with olive green polyps. Despite the atypical form and the shape, it's becoming a regular import from Solomon Islands. It's atypical in shape and it's spread out, bright colored, pretty purple. It says in taxonomic breakdown, in the scientific community, it says note the dissimilarity to other Sinularia. The polyps are different. So these are kind of delicate, small, tiny polyps. Gives that fuzzy appearance. Chili, the one you eat, I guess. So this says chili is a branching soft coral, has several color variations. One variety has a pure white skeleton with long brown fuzzy polyps that almost